Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Mariya. This channel is about spirituality. Please subscribe below so we can be YouTube friends. This is my May energy update. As you guys can tell, I'm outside, I'm in my backyard, because life is too short to be indoors, let's face it. And also, I wanted a change of scenery. So you're gonna hear a lot of the background noises, like the birds, because I'm literally here pretty much in nature, next to a preserve. Okay. May. You guys, I have good news for you. May is a month of respite energetically. It feels like a very beautiful earth and water month. So very feminine energies, very shallow waters. So it's kind of like the waters when you're on the beach and it's the shallow waters and you can kind of just like cruise along. And that is the energies of May. And oh my God, I think we all need this. Can I just say, I think we all need the energies of May. They are very warm, they're very cuddly, they're very motherly, very nurturing, in a way that it's almost like after the turmoil of the past 6+ months, the Divine Mother is taking us in her arms, into her arms, in her fold, and she's just rocking us back and forth, saying, you know what? Like, lay off for a quick bit. Like, no more drama for some time. Let the child rest. And that is how May really feels. It's very nurturing in a sense, like soul nurturing. It is a really, really good month to take it easy, to relax, to allow yourself to be in your feminine, to allow yourself to not have to really go all in with to-do lists and the masculine and all of the things that you're supposed to do, and kind of like just allow your heart to open and your energy to breathe. There is going to be a lot that is coming through the pike towards the end of the year for us, as well as in the summer. So May is just that welcome pause. May is the time for you to go within, to really nurture yourself with the things that you like to do. So it is actually really, really important to fill your own cup in the month of May, to really be mindful of the things that you do for you and not for anybody else, and make sure that those things are plentiful. A lot of activities with the water are really good. Spas, swimming pools, being in the ocean, really anything that has to do with water is fantastic for the month of May. What are we going to be going through beyond just this rest and respite? It is the gentle falling away of the old layers. So it is a month of release, but it is a month of very gentle release. And it's kind of the things that are going to be released from your emotional body. A lot of emotions actually are going to be purged in the month of May, but it is going to be a gentle purge. It is almost like when something is really dead and gone, like when it's really ready to fall away. They're showing me an autumn leaf. You know, when it's like, in the fall when the tree is ready to let go of the leaves. The leaf only falls when it is done with its life force, when it has served its purpose. And so in the month of May, we're meant to shed old layers, but it's going to be the very gentle shedding. It's like the shedding with the water. And it's going to be very obvious that certain emotions just need to be exiting, that need to leave our body and our lives. So a very, very gentle release from that perspective. May is a really, really good month to be in community. You may feel, if you are in touch and in tune, that May almost evokes these emotions of like, I need to be in my community. Some of you already know who your community is. Others are searching for that community. There's a lot of sisterhood coming through in the month of May, and it is so beautiful to watch, because one of the things that I am really, really excited to help co-create on planet Earth is the return of the sisterhood through my work with the rose lineage, etc. And so I really love that coming together. So pay attention if you're a female. Pay attention to the women in your life. And they're showing me, and it's almost like the invisible girl. It's almost like there's somebody in your life that you have already met, that you have not recognized as your sister. And the month of May is an opportunity for you to be like, I see you. It was not for the lack of having that person in your life, but it was for the lack of being open to true sisterhood that you may not have seen that person. The month of May is also beautiful unfolding. They're showing me the petals of the rose unfolding. In some ways, our foundations were dismantled in the month of April and March, and now we're building fresh. But it's we're not building the house. It's like what's birthing in the month of May are like all of the natural, like the natural landscape outside of us. All of the natural, like, I don't know, the flora is rampant. And what does this mean for our energies? It means that creatively, you're going to be very inspired. It means that certain things are going to naturally build themselves around you. Could be foundations, could be certain systems that you need in place, could be certain people, could be certain self-care tactics. Really, in the month of May, you are called to examine what are the things that you are doing for yourself simply because it's a treat, and allowing yourself to have more of those treats that are really like, allow yourself to have the experiences that are just for you, that nurture your soul. And even if they don't nurture anybody else's soul, it does not matter, right? Creative pursuits, very strong, like as a theme for the month of May, creative pursuits. What are you being called to create? What are you being called to birth in this world? Who are you being called to nurture? The month of May is the month of nurturing as well. There are some people in your life to whom you are this nurturing flow of energy. And these people really need you to step up in the month of May, but do so from a cup of full, not a cup of empty. The energies of May, oh, thank God. As I'm reading the collective, I'm like, oh, thank God. Not a lot of crazy solar activity towards the end, just a little bit towards the beginning here, and that's fine. We can handle that kind. The solar activity, again, is very nurturing in the month of May because there's been so much healing in the month of April with the sun that I feel like we all need a little bit of a break. And for 3 weeks in the month of May, I feel like we're getting the solar codes that are a lot more gentle. And then come June, everything is going to change again, so you guys catch the energies while they're here. Okay, let's look at the challenges of the month. Interesting. Well, depends, right? Depends on whether you consider that a challenge or not. You may be a little bit disconnected from your masculine energies, or maybe not disconnected, but the fires are not going to be ranging in the month of May. So if you're looking to start like something really big and something really new and it requires a lot of fire energies, the month of May is probably not the month for you. Wait for June and July. Those are going to be a lot better. The month of May is not really good for speed. For anything moving fast, because it's a slower pace month. It's a month where there's going to be less density in your life, like fewer things happening, fewer things that are shocking or just discombobulating, just kind of like a very even kilted month, which again is something that we all need so badly. So thank God for May. So not a very fast-paced month. Not a very material month. It's material in a sense of the month of May is very much the month of your physical body, right? So you may be called to really nurture your body. Things like massages, things like gentle workouts, stretching, yin yoga, right? Like all of these things that are decadent for your body, you may want to consider. But it's not really a month of the solar plexus. So like going after things, making money, that's not necessarily the theme of May, which is really, really good. But it is really good for creativity. May is really good for all kinds of artistry, dance, even singing in an artistic way, taking up the musical instruments, working with music as a modality, as a healing modality, could be really beautiful. Being in ritual, again, very feminine energies. Being in nature, amazing. Going on a pilgrimage, May is really, really good for that. Like I said, sisterhood and brotherhood for the, why not? Those are very similar energies. So it's like aligning with your tribe. It's really, really good in the month of May. You're going to find that the time that you spend not just with your actual family, but the people who are close to you in spirit are so nurturing in the month of May. Little get-togethers and getaways. Like if you can do weekend getaways in the month of May, those are just fantastic. They help you really like leave the hustle and bustle and just really connect within. very delectable energies. I actually really look forward to these. Some really beautiful source codes are streaming through. They're showing me these like milky waterfalls. Like it's almost like the waterfalls of milk and honey. So like this white and golden waterfalls of codes. And those are coming for our higher hearts to open, as well as our crowns. So it is going to be a spiritually connected month. Watch out for potential increase in your special abilities, in your psychic abilities, your ability to listen and tune into the guidance. A lot of, the energy of the flowers, the energy of all kinds of florals is really, really strong in the month of May. So be in gardens if you can. Be outside as much as you can. Getting yourself some fresh cut stems is also a really, really good thing to do in the month of May. Can I just say something? I know that, there sometimes in spirituality, there is a stigma associated with, fresh cut roses and because we're killing plants and we're killing flowers. This has not been my perception of what happens when you buy fresh cut roses. When you buy the fresh cut roses, it is because roses are the emissaries, and really all flowers are the emissaries of the Divine Mother, and they were placed on this planet specifically with the purpose of harmonizing our spaces and harmonizing our gardens and harmonizing our auras. And when you can have some fresh cut stems next to your body when you're working, when you're even sleeping, they work in the background to really tune in your aura and your light bodies to your most perfect vibration. So I actually disagree. So for those people that are, opposed to fresh cut blooms, I do see the purpose of these flowers and the intention of these flowers as this sacred harmonization. And yes, that means that sometimes you need them in your home, which is not to say that I don't love houseplants. I have so many houseplants, you guys, it would blow your mind. Obviously, we want living plants as much as possible, but they are not a substitute for the roses and the tulips and everything else that you can just get in your house. There's fresh cut blooms. Other challenges of the month. You see, I'm scanning the surroundings for what are the challenges? Other than it's, not a very fast-paced month. Don't expect a lot of progress on your projects, maybe. If you're, it's not going to be necessarily the month to hit on goals. It is the month to move with the flow, though, right? So the flow of the universe, I call it the outer flow also in my teachings. When you move with it, sometimes the flow, when the time is right, when your energy is aligned, certain things can move so fast for you because you're being carried by the wave. That is going to happen in the month of May, make no mistake. But it's, the outer flow does not necessarily take into account your spur in the moment wants and desires. The outer flow moves according to its own perfect timing. So the month of May, because of that, is also a month of synchronicities. It's also a month of things coming together very organically, naturally, without you having to push. Watch out for the invitations in the month of May. Somebody may invite you to do something. It may be outside of your comfort zone. Watch out for it because those may be little divine morsels of wisdom, little guiding little morsels, little pearls that you can actually, if you notice them, they can start opening doors for you. A lot of beautiful energies in May. I think we have a lot to be grateful for. And I personally cannot wait for the energies of the sisterhood. Oh, on that note, you guys, I have not told you yet, my wonderful YouTube community. This coming June, oh my God, I am hosting my retreat in Glastonbury. It's an annual thing now. I can say this is my second year doing a Glastonbury retreat. Glastonbury, you guys, is my land. It's my land. It's my soul land. I've been, I incarnated there so many times. I walked that land in sacred communion. I was a pilgrim into the lands, what wasn't I in Glastonbury? Glastonbury is in the UK. It is the heart chakra of planet Earth. It is going to be the higher heart chakra as we move into fifth dimensional consciousness. Glastonbury is located along two ley lines, Mother Mariya and Archangel Michael. The ley lines are the original dragon lines, and it used to at one point be recognized and known as the sun line. So we're coming to Glastonbury. I'm coming to Glastonbury with my near and dear ones, like with some of my best friends, to be there at summer solstice. So the retreat is 26th, 27th, and 28th of June. And we are going to spend 3 days together in communion. And it's going to be a massive rebirth experience. The retreat is called Phoenix Rising. It is the Phoenix moment. It is a very deep, dense spiritual transformation. One of the themes for the event is balancing out your masculine and your feminine side. If one of them has been hiding, if one of them didn't feel like fully recognized, this is going to be your moment to address the shadow, to see yourself for who you truly are, and to be able to rise up like that phoenix, fully integrated into who you're meant to be. It's going to help you align with your purpose, with your life mission, with your path in a very natural, very easeful way. I've personally have been very much into my feminine lately, and I've developed this almost like new philosophy around the feminine energies, and this is what I'm going to be teaching in Glastonbury. We are going to spend time in some of the most sacred places. We're going to be in Glastonbury Abbey, which is like a portal. It is literally a portal to Avalon, for those of you who are fans of King Arthur and Queen Guinevere. We are going to work with the energies of the fairies. There are so many fairy portals. We're going to work with the energies of the druidic wisdom as well. So a lot of the trees, a lot of the dryads, a lot of elementals. Oh my God, and then we're gonna have some rituals, you guys, because day 3 we go to Avebury Henge. Avebury Henge is one of my favorite monoliths, like one of my favorite landmarks in the UK. It is kind of like Stonehenge, a little bit different of an energy, a little bit different of a portal. And it is just so... wow, the land is powerful at Avebury. It has these most magnificent stones that are arranged in the circles, and we're gonna talk to the stones. We're gonna meditate with the dragons there. The land is very filled with dragon codes. Avebury is an amazing place to really get rooted in this reality. So we're going to take everything, all of the ascension codes that we get the first 2 days, and we're really going to ground on day 3, work with the earth, work with Gaia, work with all of the elementals. And last day, we also have these wonderful fire water ceremony. I'm co-creating this with a very special person for myself. One of the members of my community, but her and I go way back. We've done these ceremonies for many lifetimes, and I've already started prepping with her. And like, you guys, when she preps rituals, it's like a whole other thing. Like, we're gonna have flower essences specifically created for the purpose of those rituals, and it like blows my mind because I'm already there in the future. Obviously, I've already connected, and the group that we have gathering in Glastonbury is amazing. Now, the tickets have already been selling for, I believe, like a few days now. And so there are only so many left. And one thing I will tell you is, as I was just looking into the future, I know there are some people that for some reason in the future were mad at me that I didn't tell this group that there are not a lot of tickets left. And so I'm telling you now, there are not a lot of tickets left. And this is the only in-person retreat that I'm going to do this year. So if this feels like a calling, like if you feel it deep down in your bones, like you're supposed to be there, like your spirit team is probably sending messages down your body right now. You may feel it like shivers, or like you're hot, you're cold, like you may be getting like some feedback. Yeah, if you're meant to be there, sending you a big virtual hug. I hope to see you. I hope you hear the call and you join us in the beautiful Glastonbury. We're going to go up tour together, and it's going to be something else. It's going to be next level spiritual transformation. All right, my darlings, please let me know in the comments if you are feeling the energies of May and what you're present to. If you started feeling the warm fuzzies, and if you started feeling all of these like clouds of nurturing divine mother energies, I'm so excited to learn how this period is landing for you. And for Glastonbury, if you're curious to learn more, Mariya.com is my website. It has all the info, and then down below in the description, we're gonna post the link as well for you to check it out. So much love for you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, darlings.